Most Indian American parents, when they consider estate planning, they consider leaving properties to their children outright. In part because I think that's how we've received properties from our parents. We just received them in an inheritance, could be land, apartments, and whatnot. But there are some situations in which it is absolutely not advisable to leave assets to your kids outright. It's not that you don't trust them, but there are some situations in which it is advisable not to give them outright. For example, let's say that your son or your daughter is going through a bad marriage, or that there are divorce proceedings pending, and as happens with Indian American families, there's this proceedings pending in the US, there's some criminal complaints filed in India, and people are fighting that out. There's a really bad, messy battle happening for custody of the children, and so on. In that case, if you leave everything to your child outright, then there is a risk that the spouse who is not, who is not on good terms, that they may take a significant portion of the money that you give to them. And that is basically money that you spent your whole life working, and that may not be what you want. A better option is to put it in something called a children's trust. A children's trust is basically like a tube of toothpaste. In which you can take out a little bit of toothpaste, or I guess your child can take out a little bit of toothpaste whenever they want, and they can use them. They can use them for health, education, maintenance, and support. And that way, what happens is whatever is in the tube of toothpaste, that will be protected. They will have access to these assets, but it will not be. But the spouse will not be able to claim a significant share of whatever you put in the children's trust. So if your child is in a vulnerable situation, a trust gives them access without losing the protection. Follow for more estate planning tips for Indian families in Texas.